I feel like I'm long overdue for a haul video, and I've accumulated quite a few things over the past couple weeks, I guess. I don't know how far I'll get into it. Maybe I'll do a part 2, I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna dive right into these products because we could be here for a while. I purchased from Sephora the Blush 101 face palette. It just looked really intriguing to me, and the highlight looked light enough for my skin tone, which it is. And then also I kind of like to have the ability to mix in the blush colors with the highlight to get a little bit lighter shade than what's in there, or you could be more specific and pick up, you know, more just the blush shades. But there's kind of a bronzier matte shade over here, and then a deeper mauve, a really pretty coral apricot right here, and then a pink, which is really pretty. I mixed actually this whole half. I just swirled a brush in there and I put that on my cheeks today, and I really like this. It's a good one for fair skin. Now let's give you some swatches of some of the stuff right there. There's the pink, the bronze, the apricot, and there's the highlight shade, which is, it's light enough for fair skin. So, and that is not swatching worth a darn, but you can see the highlight shade. It's really pretty. I also purchased one of the new Kat Von D Everlasting liquid lipsticks, and I'm not a big fan of liquid lipsticks. I feel like they're really uncomfortable feeling on the lips. They just don't feel nice, and I feel like they kind of wear funny as well. But I kind of couldn't resist this shade, and I figured I could put like a balm over the top of it to make it a little bit more comfortable on my lips. But this color is really unique. It's in the shade Requiem, right there. And it's like a gray, light pink violet color. It's beautiful. This is like the shade, I do like MAC Snob, and I'll put a gray, I've got a couple gray type of shiny lipsticks that I will top like Snob with sometimes, or like a really light nude pink color, because I like that hint of gray to it. It just looks, there's something about baby pink and gray that I'm just all about, but I feel like this is it in this lipstick form. I wish that it came in an actual lipstick. I couldn't pass up the color, and I did wear it, and I put like a clear balm over the top of it, and it was quite comfortable, and it wore nicer for me than it by itself. So let me swatch it. The color's so unique. It's really beautiful. So that is the color Requiem. And then I purchased 4 more of the Clinique Pop lip colors and primers because I really like these. These feel really nice on the lips. They're easy to wear. They're just really, really nice lipsticks. So I picked up 4 more. Let me unbox them. I'm actually wearing one of these lipsticks in the color Beige Pop on my lips right now, but that's an older one that I purchased. So the first one is 02 Bear Pop, and it is a nude. This one's got like a little bit of a shimmer to it. I have not worn this one yet, but that's Bear Pop. And then I purchased number 11 Wow Pop, which is a bright pink color. Right there. They're just really nice lipsticks. Then I purchased number 9 Sweet Pop, which is it's lighter but still on the warm side of pink. It's almost like a coral. It's got a hint of coral to it, I think, but there's Sweet Pop, number 9. And then number 14, Plum Pop. Yeah. Which is a nice plummy type of shade. Right there. I really love this lipstick formula though. It's nice. Then when I was in my local Sephora, the gal that works there, I always visit her when I go in there, she was like, we got the new Becca and Jaclyn Hill highlighter in, and I initially had no intentions of purchasing it, but she was so excited about it, and everybody has like purchased this and kind of raved about it. I knew it was going to be too dark for me, but I just got sucked in. I did, and I purchased it, and I figured I could use it as like a blush topper or to make something, because it's really, really, really shiny and pretty, but it is too dark for a highlight on me, but I can mix it with like a blush, and I caved. So this is the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Champagne Pop. And again, it's too dark for me, but I love the shine of it. I could probably almost get away with wearing this as a blush by itself, but I'm sure you guys have seen this a bajillion times. Yeah, it's got a lot of peach to it, peachy gold. That's it right there. Estee Lauder recently released quite a few new singles, eyeshadow singles, and they're called the Pure Color Envy Defining Eyeshadows Wet or Dry. This is what the box looks like, and I picked up 4 of them, and they come in a different style of packaging than I've seen Estee Lauder do. This is what it looks like right here, and it's got a little button, and it's got a mirror in there, and then here's the shade, and you got a little sponge tip applicator. But these are beautiful. They're that gelée type of a texture. I haven't used them wet, but I've used all of them dry, and they're mostly on the lid because they're pretty shiny. I think all 4 that I picked up are the metallic formula, and I think there's 4 different finishes. But these are really gorgeous on the lid. This first one is number 13, Silver Edge. It's the Brilliant formula. And that is what it looks like. So pretty. So that one is 13 Silver Edge. And then this next one is number 10 Impulsive Blonde. This one's really pretty as well. Well, they're all really pretty. And that is also the Brilliant formula. So that's Impulsive Blonde. This one is probably my favorite out of the 4 that I picked up. This is number 14 Magnetic Rose. It's like a there's something about it that reminds me of like Tom Ford's Platinum Cream Shadow or something like that, but again, it's the Brilliant formula. So that's Magnetic Rose. Oh, it's so pretty. And then the last one is also a Brilliant formula, and it's in Steely Lilac number 15. This one's this particular formula is really nice. So you can see like how shiny they are dry. Can you imagine if you wet them? They're stunning shadows. I purchased this a while ago. I haven't even worn it because it's been in the haul pile and I kind of forgot about it. This is from one of Gucci's. I noticed that Gucci's doing like little tiny collections, like seasonal type collections with a few pieces. This is something that came out, I want to say it was part of their summer release, maybe spring, but it's one of the Magnetic Color Mono Shadows, and this is number 45 Moonstone. And this is what the packaging on this little guy looks like. And it's just like I thought it was going to be something again, like I've really been into shadows that are the color of like Tom Ford's Platinum Cream Shadow. Like that type of a color, like really shiny on the lid. I've been loving it. This one isn't quite as shiny as I thought it would be, and it's not quite that color. It's almost got a little bit of a pewterish type of feel to it, but it's pretty nonetheless. This is Moonstone number 45. It's, I'd call it like a satin finish. That's what I'd say. So that is Moonstone. It is a really pretty shade. I went on a little Tom Ford kick. I purchased some stuff from the website, and then more recently I purchased 2 things off of Neiman Marcus. I'm just going to go ahead and say, if you can purchase off of like Neiman's or Nordstrom's or something like that, the Tom Ford website they're lacking. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. But I purchased 2 of the blushes, and this is number 6 Wicked, and it is a pink shade. This looked like it was a lot more vibrant online than it is in person, but it's kind of a deeper type of a pink, and I had used this with that fluffy Goss number 14 brush and just kind of dipped it in there and wisped it on my cheeks because this is really pigmented. And I can see like for my skin tone going overboard with it, but I think this would be really pretty on a deeper skin tone like as well. But for me, I had to do a little bit lighter hand with it, but it was really a pretty color. Tom Ford blushes are really nice. So this is number 6 Wicked. Right there. And then the other blush that I purchased is number 5 Ravish, and it's like a rose bronze type of a color. I haven't worn this one yet, but I think it would be pretty with a much bronzer skin than I have on right now. Or again with that Goss brush really wisped over the cheeks, kind of in the fall time. So this is what Ravish looks like. I have not worn this one yet, but see, it's like a rosy tan with a slight sheen to it. It's a really pretty color. So there's Ravish and there is Wicked. With the blush order, I also went ahead and splurged on another bronzer brush, which these are really expensive, but I feel they're worth the money. I've had my other one for, I think, I've had it for like 2 years, and it's a brush that I reach for constantly. And when my other one is dirty, I find myself wishing for it clean, and I have not washed the other one yet. So I went ahead and I picked up another one because I really, really like this brush. It's the Tom Ford bronzer brush number 5. So this is what she looks like. Really, really nice. I believe, pretty sure Hakuhodo makes Tom Ford brushes, but this is what the brush looks like. It's just a really good one because it is like tapered, and it fits. Not only can it fit in the hollow, but it also fits on the cheeks nice for like a true like sun-kissed bronze look. And you can just buff it, and it buffs bronzer on the skin quite effortlessly, and it's one of my favorite brushes. So I picked up another one of those. And then 2 Tom Ford products that I just got, like, I got one 3 days ago, and I've worn it for the past 3 days, including today. And then the other one I just got yesterday. But this first one, which I got like 3 days ago, is the new illuminating powder in 02 translucent pink. And they've had this illuminating powder out from Tom Ford for a while in a yellow type of a shade, and it always looked far too yellow for me, but I've heard good things from other people, but I just knew it was much too yellow for my liking. Anyway, they came out with a new shade, and it's in a translucent pink, and it's what I've been using to set concealer under my eyes, and I love it. It does not deepen up under my eyes. It's light enough for my skin tone, and it looks absolutely flawless. I'm always on the hunt for different under eye setting powders, and you name it, I've tried it. And I always go back to the e.l.f. HD under eye setting powder, which my last batch that I ordered off of the website, because I like to order like in bulk when they do the 50% off sale, so I get them for like $1.50. They didn't have the glitter sparkles in them, so I'm thinking e.l.f. might have took the glitters out. I feel like the formula is still the same, just sans the glitters, like the glitters just aren't in there. So that's just something to make note of. I don't, in store they might still have glitters and stuff like that, but when I ordered off the website, that's what I had purchased. And so I think it's kind of funny that, I mean, that was my holy grail under eye setting powder. You know, I'm kind of feeling like this is, but I have to like laugh at myself because this is like really expensive, and the e.l.f. ones are $1.50. But I can say I've used this for the past 3 days, and it's beating my e.l.f. right now, which is saying something because I've tried so many things, and I always go back to that e.l.f. under eye setting powder. So anyway, this is what translucent pink looks like. It's got an ever so slight peach pink undertone to it, but it still retains that lightness underneath the eyes. It doesn't deepen up or anything like that. It's just great for me. And I've kind of been obsessing about it. But that's what it looks like on a swatch there. My hand actually has a slight tan to it, so it's going to show up quite light there, but it's gorgeous underneath the eyes, really brightening. I love it. And if you don't know, this is what the packaging on Tom Ford's products looks like, and they do come in this little velvet type of a pouch. So the next product that I just got this yesterday, and I have it on today. This is the Skin Illuminating Powder Duo in 01 Mood Light. This is what it looks like. This is part of the fall collection, I believe. And it's 2 highlighters, which I was crossing my fingers that this guy right here would be light enough for my skin tone, and it is. It's fair skin friendly. It's what I have on my cheeks up here. It does have an ever so slightly, very, very slight white gold sheen to it. I think it kind of depends on maybe your skin tone or what type of blush and bronzer that you have on, whether or not it'll take on a warmer or a cooler effect, but it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. And then this other shade's got a little bit more shine to it, like more, it's shinier, and it is really, really beautiful, but for me it's too dark, so I'm going to play around with it like as a blush topper and stuff like that, but it shows up much too dark for me. On a medium deep skin tone, that's going to be beautiful. It is shinier than the lighter half, but they're that gelée formula, and they're both really pretty. So this is what they look like up close, right there. And I'll swatch them. Oh, they're so, so pretty. Do a little bit better swatch here. So you can see this one's a little bit shinier than this guy right here. But there's a little bit of a little hint of white gold to this guy right here, but it's still light enough for super fair skin. And this is so pretty. Even on swatch, like I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna incorporate it, but I definitely want to use it because it's so pretty. So anyway, that's the Mood Light duo right there. See, oh, stunning. Another product I purchased from Sephora is the Becca Ombre Rouge Eye Palette. I really like their nude palette, the other matte nude palette that they came out with. I have it and I use it fairly frequently for as much eyeshadow as I have. So I went ahead and I picked up this one. It's got a warmer, more rosy type of tones in it, and it performs great. These two matte palettes from Becca are really nice. So this is the Ombre Rouge Eye Palette. Yeah. And this is what she looks like. And they're all matte shades. They got a rosy warm hint to them. So you probably won't be able to see that one on a swatch, so I'll swatch these guys over here. But they're very nice. I was using those Estee Lauder singles on the lid and then using this palette for like the crease and upwards and stuff. So that is those guys. Really nice palette. I do recommend these. And then I kind of have a thing for collecting these limited edition YSL packaging. And they recently came out with 2 new quints with special packaging. And this first one is the Couture Palette Rock Reseal Edition. This is what, oh my gosh, that's so reflective. But this is what the cover looks like. So it's got the limited edition packaging. I actually ordered this off the YSL website when they were doing the 20% off situation, but I have worn this. And I really like the formula of these particular YSL quints. Oftentimes there's quite a lot of shine in them, but I feel like they blend and they look really pretty on the eyes. I think you might have to have an acquired taste for something like this shiny, but I, for one, I like me some shine. So this is the Rock Reseal Edition right here. And let's swatch a couple of these guys. So there are those. I think I did, yeah, I posted a picture on Instagram wearing this. I think I put orange is the new black because one of these colors, this one here showed up pretty orange on my lid, but nice palette. And then the other one with the special packaging is called the Metal Clash palette. And I think this is part of the fall release. I actually thought there was going to be like studs on there, but it's actually, I think, a piece of paper underlaid over a thicker rubberized something or another. But in any event, it's a cute packaging. And this one, I've worn this one as well, and these colors are so pretty. It's definitely a fall palette. Again, a lot of shine in this one. That is what the colors look like right there. I wore that, this shade right here on the lid. This one does have more of a chunky texture than the other shades, that gold, but it's really, really shiny on the lid. And I did have fallout with that guy. But let's swatch a couple. Oh, they're so pretty. I really like these. So that's the Rock, oh no, the Metal Clash palette right there. And this color here, it's like, I'll swatch this one as well because it's kind of unique. It looks like a pink, but there's a bit of purple iridescence to it. It's really pretty. I need to wipe off my stuff, but that's the highlighter shade. It's gorgeous. I did pick up all of the Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadows that were released on Sephora, and I did that. My last video was that, and I swatched them all and stuff like that, so I'll link that down below, but I thought I would give that a mention. And then this next palette is what I'm wearing on my eyes today, and I've reached for this quite a bit since I've gotten it, which I purchased it probably, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago now. It's the Battle Ash for Saucebox palette, and something about the color scheme of this really drew me in. I feel like all the colors in this palette are dupable shades. However, all of them together, there's something really like unique about it. And when I put it on my eyes, I love the way that the colors all come together. And I've worn this quite a bit. I've got this green shade on the lid, the purple through the crease, this guy underneath the brow, and then I blended out with a mixture of kind of these 2 shades right here. Saucebox mattes are really nice. They're one of the nicer matte formulas out there. However, I do I can get patchiness with them sometimes. It kind of depends on how tacky my base is. Like today I used the NYX eyeshadow base, which is quite tacky, but I find that these blend a little bit better for me with the RMS on Cover Up Concealer, which is really emollient. So just something to make note of. Again, I have the dry lid, so a lot of people may not have the same problem as me, but I really, really like this palette. It's the color scheme and everything is really great. The pigmentation is awesome as well, but that's what it looks like. Then I'll give you guys some swatches. And then too, the shadow size of these is huge. You get a massive, massive amount of product in this palette. I'll tell you exactly here in a minute, but there's the top row. And then here's the bottom row. I just really like this palette a lot. Each shadow is, let me tell you here, each shadow is 0.14 ounces. So there's a ton of product in each eyeshadow. That's like 3 times the amount of an Urban Decay single is what you're getting in here. So, and they're also, which I also really appreciate, is Saucebox palettes. They do have a little niche in here, a little deal where you could pop the pans out. So if you want to put them in like a Z palette or something like that, I find that always really handy. So I like that they do that. Also from Sephora, I purchased the new Marc Jacobs, the Phase 3 Buffing Foundation Brush. This is what the box looks like. And I just washed this guy after I've used it, so there was product in there, and it was so difficult. I'm going to wash it again. I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed, and I use a soap that usually gets all my brushes so clean really quickly. The Shea Moisture bar soaps are really good. And my BB cream just did not want to come out of here, which makes me not want to use it as often because it's so hard to clean. However, it buffs on the BB cream that I used really nice. I'm sure it'll buff on a foundation really nice as well. But I didn't find this brush to be as soft as my other Marc Jacobs, the face brushes. While it did do a really nice job of blending and buffing in that product on my face, I did find certain parts kind of poking my skin a little bit, which I didn't really care for. And then it's also a really dense brush, so there's not like if you're used to something like the Real Techniques buffing brush that's got a lot more movement to it, this one doesn't have quite as much flexibility to it because it is so dense. It's definitely a nicely made quality brush, but it's just not my favorite. The bristles aren't as soft, like I said, as the face brushes, and I still got stuff in the bristles, if you can see. So I'm going to wash it again, which, just a little side note here, because I do see oftentimes when I watch videos, people show their brushes and they say that they're, you know, stained with foundation or something like that. They're not stained, they're just not clean. Out of all the brushes in my entire collection, I don't have a single brush that's stained. It's just product that you might need to change your soap or something like that because it's still in the bristles. Side note, so yeah, I'm going to be washing this again and I washed it I kept scrubbing it on the soap 4 or 5 times and I still wasn't getting the stuff out. Anyway, it's a little short, chubby brush. It's almost like a kabuki style. Anyway, enough of that. So I'm going to go ahead and end the haul right here. I have to run outside and do more horse things, which I vlogged some stuff the other day. I don't know how well it'll be or what video I'll be able to insert it in, but when I get a chance, I'm going to throw it in a video. Maybe another haul video or something like that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.